Hey guys, welcome back to another video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and don't forget to leave a like on this video. So today I want to talk a little bit about how to set up a proper decoy to use for hunting. Now, using a decoy can be pretty risky, but it also can pay off in big ways. So we're usually only going to set up a decoy during the rut, which many of you know that's about a 2 or 3 week period that runs from like the end of October through the beginning of November and into the middle of November. Now, there's a lot of different setups that you can use with decoys. You can have just a doe by herself, you can have a buck and a doe, you can have just a buck. There's a lot of different things that you can try to set up and try to show these deer. But today I'm just going to be showing you just a simple doe by herself. All right, so the first thing when you're looking to set up a decoy is you got to pick the right spot. And you want to pick a spot that's going to be advantageous to you as a hunter. You got to look at where have you been seeing deer come out of, where do you know that they're going to be coming from, where are they going to, where are they going to be able to see this decoy and then come around and find it. So I'm set up in front of me. I have a food plot and my stand is hanging over the food plot. Behind me here you can see the pond, and then there's a row of some sorghum that we planted. And then behind that tree line there is a bunch of bedding area that leads down into a river bottom. So I've seen quite a few bucks come up out of that river bottom just on the other side of the pond there. And I've also seen quite a few bucks come from behind my stand on the opposite side of this food plot. So I have my decoy set up. I'll show you in a second. She's set up right between this food plot and the pond so that bucks that come from either area will easily be able to see her. So here you can see my tree stand that's looking over the food plot, and then you can see my decoy. Now, you'll probably notice it's not a true decoy. It's actually a target for target practice. The holes in its head are where you would insert the plastic antlers to make it a buck. And obviously you can see the holes in it from getting shot. I mean, it's only got 2 legs. It's not a super realistic looking decoy, but you'll see later on in the video why that doesn't really matter. It looks close enough for the deer, and it's about the other things that you do that really make the difference when it doesn't look exactly like a deer. All right, so once you've got the perfect spot picked out, one thing you want to make sure of when you get her set up, you want to make sure that her back side is facing towards you, whether you're in a tree stand or ground blind, whatever it may be. You want to make sure that her butt is pointing towards you, because when these bucks see the decoy, they're going to approach her from the back side. That's where all the scent is going to come from. And you'll see in the videos, it's like clockwork. They come in, but they don't really care too much about the front of her. They want to come up and sniff that butt and just get up behind them. So if that's pointing towards you, that's going to give you the best opportunity at broadside shots. Okay, so now that you've got it all set up, it's in the right spot, it's looking good, another important thing that you should do is you should spray it down with some type of scent killer. Now, I've been using this Scent Killer Gold. It's worked great for me. I don't know if it's the best thing out there. I haven't tried them all. If you guys know of anything that works better, if you know of anything that really doesn't work and we should avoid, leave us a comment down below. But I've just been using this and it's worked really great. But you want to spray down the whole decoy. You don't want to leave out any spots. It might feel a little bit overkill, but just spray it all down. You'll see why in the videos. The deer, they never wind it. They never get any sort of scent off of it. The deer literally come up and they touch the decoy with their nose and it doesn't spook them at all. So spraying it down with scent killer is a very key aspect of having a successful decoy setup. All right, so now you've got her in the right spot. Her butt's facing towards you. You spray her down with a bunch of scent killer. The last thing that you want to do, and this is very important, and it seems a little bit counterintuitive to the third step, you're going to add scent. But this time it's going to be scent that the deer want to smell, and that is going to be doe urine. Now, I've been using this Buck Bomb Doe and Estrus. Same thing as the scent killer. I don't know if it's the best out there. I don't know if it's the worst out there, but you'll see in the video, it definitely has worked for me. If you guys know of anything that really works well or doesn't work well, again, leave us a comment. But I put a nail right in the back side of the foam target, and from that I hung a wick, and that wick is drenched in this doe urine. And it's not for the faint of heart. It's about the worst smell that you could ever possibly imagine, but the deer really like it. So, I mean, like I said earlier, it can be kind of a risky tactic, mainly because does don't like decoys. It doesn't matter what decoy you have set up, does are not gonna like it. But rutting bucks just might like it. So I'm gonna let the footage roll here, and it pretty much speaks for itself. But if you want a nice decoy setup, I highly recommend following the steps that I just listed for you. All right, well, as you guys just saw, this decoy setup definitely works. And this was just within a 2-day period that we had it set up. We had both of these bucks come in. Neither one of them was a monster, but to be fair, we haven't had many monsters on camera out here. It just goes to show you that these deer, during the rut, they will use these decoys. If you set them up properly, it can really work nicely for you. And they might have been smaller bucks, but you know what? If they were bigger and I wanted to shoot at them, I certainly could have. So highly recommend you guys try out this setup. Let us know how it goes. Leave us a comment, and we'll see you guys in the next video.